Wildlife Refuge. This refuge is located in Liberty, Texas, about 45 minutes outside of Houston, right about there. We worked all over Liberty County with the Wildlife Biologist, whose name is Lori Gonzalez. Excuse me. We got a very diverse amount of we were just doing all kinds of different things to get experience, got a very diverse amount of experience. We were able to work with all kinds of U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service employees, different wildlife refuges like the Brazoria Wildlife Refuge. We were able to work with all kinds of different things, game wardens, but over us, I keep clicking buttons. All right. The first thing that I was going to talk about is the Anabat survey. Just a number of things that stood out to me. We were able to set up a microphone on top of a vehicle and then recept using the Anabat device. Recept the waves that the bats put out, and then by doing this, we do a route, about a 20-mile route going 20 miles an hour, and then that'd be about a mile. Each section in it, we have it hooked up to a GPS unit, and it's able to pick up, different species of bats. Whenever we send it into the researcher, they're able to interpret the data, and so that was a lot of fun getting to see what kind of bats were in the area. It helps monitor reforestation, deforestation, a lot of things like that, and that are, urbanization in the area. We lived on Champion Lake. It's a public access area, but there's like a single wide on the property and with its own private area for the interns. And we had a work truck, mule, that we were able to, after getting ATV, UTV certified, which is a perk to this internship. It's good for life, you're able to drive the ATV or whatever everywhere you go to be able to work in the field. And you're also able to get stuck and have a lot of fun while you're on the job. That was fun. Another thing we did was like a colonial water bird survey. You can kind of see the birds, the little white spots up in here, and there's just thousands of them. You could hear so many just chirps. You see them out there, and that survey is kind of just based on a visual count, and so it's really just getting a good estimation, and it's really hard. There's thousands of them out there, and that's just for population monitoring. And that's kind of how it looks out there on the lake. It's about, it's just a big swamp. It's living on the bayou of southeast Texas. Another thing we did was a mosquito survey, which I found really interesting. You'd put dry ice in the igloo cooler at the top. It would draw in mosquitoes, and then there's a little fan and a light right about here that kind of sucks them into this net. And on a good day, good morning, when we go out and check them, we'd have up to 500 mosquitoes in each net. And when you get up to it, you can hear it, because it's a loud, just steady buzz. And we'll take a sample of those, send them off overnight, or in soon, because they have to have them alive at the lab, but they'll check them out for diseases and population, species, all that good research based data. And another fun thing we did was hog trapping. So we built some hog traps. We actually caught some hogs, and the local what do you call it? He works with the AgriLife Extensions here on campus, but he's out of that county and does destructive animal trapping, or like beavers and things like that. And so we were able to work with him and be able to get some samples, blood samples on the hogs as well. They monitor for diseases with them. a big portion of summer we did invasive species control, which we used herbicides, and we got a lot of experience with that, and as well as the environmental safety certification. You have to renew that each year. But we were able to do a lot of fun work with that, going out on the ATV spraying for McCartney rose. And there's these big bushes, you can see of it back here. Mainly Chinese tallow. It's a very invasive tree. So there's so many different things we did out there that I can't even talk about them all. I could talk for hours. If you're interested in, or you have any more questions about it, we'll have a speaker as a guest speaker. Lori Gonzalez will be here at our Wildlife Society meeting February 6th. And that's about it.